Welcome back to the Quantum CBD H2O Rumble at Remington, brought to you by Sailor Jerry. We are at beautiful Remington Park in Oklahoma City. My name is Andrew Spino, joined ringside by the champ, Darren Humphreys. Darren, this should be an interesting matchup. Junior middleweights, Daniel Tran, or as I like to call him, Dan Tran, who is entering the ring now, fighting out of the red corner, taking on Tolu Agunbiande. Right. Say that 3 times fast. These guys both come in with a lot of experience, maybe not a winning record, but these guys are known for going the distance with tough, undefeated fighters.
Sure, and I would give that edge maybe more to Dan Tran. His opponents, he's on a 6-fight losing streak, but those opponents combined for a 36-3 record. So I think that tells a lot of who he's been fighting. His 4-6 record doesn't really tell the whole story.
Yeah, these really are 2 experienced fighters here in the junior middleweight division. Both fighters are in the ring. Let's send it up to Gerald Whalen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues here at Remington Park. 5 rounds of boxing scheduled in the junior middleweight division. Proudly brought to you by Hustler Hollywood. Smart, sexy, unapologetic. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at an official 144 pounds. From Wichita Falls, Texas, please welcome Tolu, the Tech Daddy, Agunbiande. And his opponent from across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at an official 144 pounds. From Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, ladies and gentlemen, Darren El Janito Tran. We go to Gerald Whitter for your official instructions.
Okay, fighters, we are going 5 rounds. I've already given you instructions in the dressing room. But you obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Both your trunks are good. Touch your gloves, and let's go to work.
Here we go, 6 rounds
Daniel,
in the
up.
junior middleweight division. Dan Tran, fighting out of the red corner, and Tolu, I'm going to say it, Agunbiande, fighting out of the blue corner. Darren, what do you see from these guys initially?
Well, they both come out, and it looks like they were first initially trying to use their jab, which I like, especially Tran. I mentioned earlier about Dan Tran having a 6-fight losing streak with his opponent's record being 36-3. I think we got to give Agunbiande a little bit of credit there too. He's 1-5 in his last 6, but out of those, he fought 6 undefeated fighters. So that tells the story too. I think, these guys are well matched up, and, we're here to see what happens.
I think Dan Tran is much more effective at long range, keeping Tolu on the outside with that jab. Tolu comes pouring in, throws big punches, but has not landed as of yet.
Right, and I think Tran's probably the more pure boxer here right now anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But let's keep in mind, Agunbiande hadn't had a fight since October of 2016. So
maybe a little rusty, been out of the ring for almost a year and a half.
Oh, nice right uppercut followed by a left hook there. But Tran's sneaking in that jab through the guard of Agunbiande, so, unless...
and he's doing it very effectively and really dictating the geography around the ring.
And he is, and when Agunbiande throws a jab, I think Tran's, parrying that and blocking it. So a lot of those times, Agunbiande is just throwing that punch out there maybe to set something up, but it's not doing any good because it's getting parried and knocked out of the way.
Well, Tolu again with a big left hook, swing and a miss, but that body shot landed. 2 hard right hands to the hanging ribs of Dan Tran. Had to have hurt. I'm not sure it shifted the momentum of the fight, but they were 2 nice shots.
Yeah, no, and these guys I like. What I like about them, they're keeping the fight in the center of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Tran, who's the more boxer at this point, is kind of circling in and out, and Agunbiande is just standing in the middle throwing big shots. So
he is, and it seems like if
nice right hand there by Tran.
Very nice right hand, followed up by another one.
Agunbiande throws a nasty right uppercut, though.
He does.
Tran.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was saying it hasn't landed flush yet. I think if it does, it could seriously change the momentum of this fight.
Sure, but what Tran's doing to avoid that is he's throwing his punches and then moving out like he should be.
He's circling out, which is something we did not see from a fighter in the first guard, and he ended up on his back.
Right. Nice right hand there by Tran. If he had followed that up with a left hook, he might put, nice right uppercut there. You know, you can't count out a puncher, and I think Agunbiande definitely has some power.
Yeah, no question about it. It's a question of whether he can get Tran to stand still long enough to catch him with that big right uppercut.
Right. And I wish Tran, he throws a good lead right hand, but he only throws one punch at a time. He needs to bring that left hook behind it.
Round 2 coming up.
Remington Park party planners, how can I help you?
Racing season might be over, but the jockeys are staying behind for party season.
A wedding in Eclipse Room? Sure.
25 for a business meeting? No problem.
Class reunion? Yes, ma'am. There's just one catch. You gotta invite all of us.
Please ignore that. You do not have to come.
She actually wants you all to come.
Quarter horse racing returns March 9th, but at Remington, you can party anytime.
Introducing Quantum CBD H2O, a premium perfect pH phytocannabinoid water beverage with electrolytes and minerals, chemicals solvent-free, organically derived nutrients, non-GMO, THC-free, phytocannabinoid-rich, full-spectrum PCX technology. Scientifically developed for the human condition. Experience the entourage effect. Feel the power. Revitalize, rebuild with Quantum CBD H2O.
Round 2, junior middleweights at the Quantum CBD H2O Rumble at Remington Park in Oklahoma City. Darren Humphrey, I thought Dan Tran won the first round with his jab and his long right hand.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. He definitely showed the more boxing skill. But again, Agunbiande, he's throwing power and anything can happen.
He is, and he caught Tran with a nice left hook as he was coming in.
Yeah, and I think that's what he's trying to do. He knows Tran's bringing the fight to him, so I think he's throwing those lead left hooks, and he's obviously bringing some power with it.
And there he led with an uppercut that didn't land flush, but it did land. I think if he would set up that uppercut with a jab once in a while,
sure,
he might be a little more effective. But he definitely has the power, and he has a tremendous look of determination on his face.
Yes, he does. And he looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't think either one of them are really taking a deep breath at this point.
No.
I'd like to see these guys, now that we're moved into the second round, I'd like to see some body work. That'd be a nice way for Agunbiande to slow down Tran, start working that body, throwing them left hooks to the body. And he threw a right hook there to the body.
Yeah, he really should. In a 6-round fight, he should be piling up to the body and cash it in the later rounds. I think I'm not sure Tolu has a real cohesive strategy coming into this fight. He looks like he wants to get in and bang, but I'm not sure he has a real good handle on how to do that.
Right. And a lot of times, in my opinion, big punchers maybe don't have a game plan. They're looking for that one big punch. As we say that, Dan Tran landed a beautiful right hook to the body of Agunbiande, and he actually threw another one right behind it. And I think that's probably going to slow him down.
And frankly,
beautiful right hand,
very
too.
nice right hand. Frankly,
and he comes with his own uppercut.
If there was ever a time to throw that big right uppercut, it's when he's got his back in the corner.
True, right.
And Dan Tran is trying to bore his way in right there.
Yeah, and Tran's got some good head movement. Nice jab there. He's just keeping Agunbiande, offbeat. He can't get in a rhythm.
I think you're exactly right. He's completely dictating the pace of this fight.
Nice right hand, and he comes back to the body. Beautiful body work there. Comes back with the left hook as well.
And that's twice in this round. Tran has thrown a double jab right hand. That time it was a 1-2, and you saw a nice spray of sweat go flying from the face of Tolu Agunbiande.
Yeah, and Tran's throwing some pretty good combinations, but I think if he would follow that right hand after he lands it with a left hook or something, I think that would be the difference maker.
Tolu, of course, dangerous at any point. This is the end of round 2. Round 3 coming up.
Time! Good job, yeah.
Canelo, be bold! Hey, Canelo. No bueno. Be bold. Good there. Hey.
Be bolder.
Tecate Light, born bold.
I'm Derek Atkins, MMA fighter and boxer here in Edmond, Oklahoma. I'm 10-4 in MMA. I usually wake up with Quantum, but if my day of the workout is kicking my butt a little bit worse than usual, I'll grab a bottle. It helps me recover, I feel better, it helps me sleep. I haven't taken any sort of ibuprofen or aspirin since I started using Quantum. I'd recommend it to anybody with kind of physical work. Quantum can actually really help you recover and feel like you can actually do stuff with your family, your friends, and just feel better in life.
Welcome back to the Rumble at Remington. These are junior middleweights. Daniel Tran fighting out of the red corner, and Tolu Agunbiande fighting out of the blue, both wearing black trunks, so we'll have to identify them by the corner. Tolu may be finding his range here. Really throwing heavy leather. Tran works his way out very effectively, and back to the center of the ring where Tran is most effective. An interesting thing about Tolu is, even though his record is 3-8, his debut in 2014 was a win over Joe Blurton, who is sitting directly across the ring from us.
Yeah.
Working tonight as a ringside official, I guess.
Well, if you noticed there when this round first started, Agunbiande landed a series of he started throwing some uppercuts and left hooks, but Tran wasn't moving in and out like he had been the whole fight. He was kind of standing there right in front of Agunbiande, and I don't think Tran wants to do that.
Well, in that last exchange, Tran finally landed the punch he's been trying to land for the last 2 rounds,
nice right
and
hand.
That's the overhand right over Tolu's jab.
Yeah, and if he would follow that up.
Yeah, I would say the thing with Tolu is, when you're coming in, you don't know what punch he's going to throw as you're coming in. He doesn't set much up with the jab. You were saying that.
Well, I was just saying that I wish Tran would follow up after landing that right hand, and he actually just did it. He threw a nice left uppercut.
Tran has really dictated this fight with that very effective jab, keeping Tolu off balance.
Right, and I think he looks like, and it's kind of hard to say or weird to say even, but Tran to me, although he doesn't look like he has more power as far as throwing punches, I feel like he's the stronger fighter, if that makes sense. He's dictating the pace, he's coming forward, pushing Agunbiande around.
Well, he's certainly the more technical fighter, landing more punches, and he's caught Tolu. Like I said, his punches haven't been that hard, but they look effective because Tolu is so often off balance.
Right.
Oh. Good left hook on the inside, followed by a right. Tran takes it like a champ and brings it back to the center of the ring. Why Tolu isn't pressing him against the ropes, I don't know, Dan.
Yeah, he should certainly be cutting the ring off and trying to slow Tran down in the corner. Good body shot there by Tran.
Very nice, straight right hand.
Yep.
Right to the midsection of Tolu.
Yeah.
And you know, there, I was just going to say, the way to take advantage of those good jabs to the body is to feint one and then come up top, and that's exactly what Tran did.
Right. Yeah, he's pretty impressed. He's pretty skilled. He's showed a few different things tonight. Nice right hand.
The mouthpiece goes flying at the end of round 3. Just a few seconds left. Time! And that will do it for round 3. Round 4 is coming up.
Time for dinner.
Let's go.
Guys, I said no gloves at the table.
Listen to your mother.
Metro PCS brings you closer than ever to the UFC. Anytime, anywhere. On a reliable network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Introducing Quantum CBD H2O, a premium perfect pH phytocannabinoid water beverage with electrolytes and minerals, chemicals solvent-free, organically derived nutrients, non-GMO, THC-free, phytocannabinoid-rich, full-spectrum PCX technology, scientifically developed for the human condition, Experience the entourage effect. Feel the power. Revitalize, rebuild with Quantum CBD H2O.
Seconds out.
Welcome back to the Rumble at Remington Park in Oklahoma City. This is brought to you by Sailor Jerry, and we are entering round 4 of this junior middleweight fight. Daniel Tran with the red gloves, and Tolu Agunbiande with the black gloves, both wearing black trunks. Darren Humphrey, how have you scored rounds 1 through 3?
I think it's a shutout for Dan Tran. I think he's taken the fight to Agunbiande. Agunbiande's landed some good shots, but, I think Tran's certainly making this fight.
Tran's so effective with that jab.
Oh, good right hand there, good right hook.
As I say that, it's important to note that Tolu is not out of this fight.
No, he's not, and I think everybody can tell that he's got that one-punch power. It's just whether or not he's going to land it clean.
It's almost like beat the clock, but there he goes. Really, for the first time, kind of bullying Tran into the corner, but Tran very effectively turns him around.
Stop! Break!
And now we have a bit of a waltz going here. Back to ring center, but I thought Tolu did something smart there for the first time, and that was to push and manhandle Tran against the ropes, trap him and start throwing those heavy shots.
Right. Well, we're getting later in the fight, so maybe Tran's starting to slow down, and hopefully, or maybe Agunbiande can take advantage of it. And it looks like he is now because Tran's standing in the middle of the ring.
He is. I think Tran is hurt. Tran has taken a number of punches to the head. I thought he was dazed by that uppercut left hook combination.
And he may have been.
Tran has a concrete jaw. He shook that off because Tolu threw those hard shots and landed flush, and he landed a good 3 or 4 in a row. But Tran, again, doesn't take him out of his game plan. Tran, very disciplined.
Oh, nice. Tran moved around nice there. I wish he had thrown the left hook.
He was in perfect position to throw it right as Tolu was turning around.
Nice uppercut there by Agunbiande. Oh, and when Agunbiande brings that left hook behind it and lands it, that's a good 2-punch combination. And as you mentioned, Tran certainly has a good chin, and he's not here to give up.
And not surprisingly, Tolu is finding a lot more success.
Nice right hand to the body
when he starts with the jab. He's starting to set up his heavy punches with the jab now, and he's much more effective. This is by far Tolu's best round.
Yes, I would agree. He's landed more punches this round than probably all the other rounds combined.
It's almost like he can't miss with that one, too. I think it was just a matter of finding the key, and that was uncorking that jab.
And a lot of that has to do with Tran not circling in and out like he was throughout the beginning of the fight.
Well, 4 rounds in of a 6-round fight, these fighters get tired, not surprisingly. Tran definitely has slowed down, and I think Tolu has really turned this fight around in this round. He's not dominating per se, but I think he's winning.
But he's there, right.
Yeah. It's the end of round 4. We have 2 more. Very interesting fight. Round 5 coming up.
Time, don't throw, good job.
Remington Park party planners, how can I help you?
Racing season might be over, but the jockeys are staying behind for party season.
A wedding in the Eclipse Room? Sure.
25 for a business meeting? No problem.
Class reunion? Yes, ma'am. There's just one cat. You gotta invite all of us.
Please ignore that. You do not have to come.
She actually wants you all to come.
Quarter horse racing returns March 9th, but at Remington, you can party anytime.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Here we go, 5th and final round of this junior middleweight matchup at Remington Park in Oklahoma City. 5-round fight. I gave the first 3 to Tran. I gave the last one to Tolu. What do you think Tolu needs to do to win at this point, Darren?
Well, I think he definitely needs to get a knockout. And, not that the fight has turned totally in Agunbiande's favor, but I definitely think Tran slowed down the last couple of rounds, which is Agunbiande's taking advantage of.
Right, yeah, it's not like Tran's given up. And
Sure,
I
no,
mean,
but he's standing right in front of him. He's not circling in and out.
Yeah, but he's throwing very effective punches. A good 1-2. Tolu, though, is just outworking him at this point.
Oh, nice right
Nice
hand.
overhand right. And
What
a right hand. A beautiful 1-2. Dan Tran smashes to the jaw of Tolu Agunbiande.
7.
Tolu
8.
struggles to his feet. Referee Gerald Ritter calls him over, wipes off the gloves, and Tolu looks like he is in big trouble.
Nice
Huge
right
hand.
Tran's doing a great job going to the body here.
Smartly
Great
going
job.
to the body, and Gerald Ritter, has seen enough. This fight is stopped in the 5th and final round. We'll have the official time coming up.
Introducing Quantum CBD H2O, a premium perfect pH phytocannabinoid water beverage with electrolytes and minerals, chemicals solvent-free, organically derived nutrients, non-GMO, THC-free, phytocannabinoid-rich, full-spectrum PCX technology, scientifically developed for the human condition. Experience the entourage effect. Feel the power. Revitalize, rebuild with Quantum CBD H2O.
Welcome back to the Quantum CBD H2O Rumble at Remington. This fight, junior middleweights, ends in the 5th and final round. And as we take a look at the end of the fight, it was a picture-perfect 1-2 from Dan Tran, that right hand landing flush on the chin of Tolu Agunbiande. The official time, we will find out now from our ring announcer, Gerald Whalen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout proudly brought to you by Hustler Hollywood. Ends at 1 minute and 6 seconds into the 5th round. Your winner by TKO.
What a terrific win for Dan Tran. And Darren Humphrey, were you surprised by that ending, considering Tolu really seemed to find his bearings in round 4?
He did find his bearings in round 4. I think it was more of just, I think Tran he landed that right hand a few times in the fight, and he landed it a few seconds before he landed the knockout punch. And I just think whenever you kiss somebody on the chin like that, there's nothing they can do about it.
It is time to say goodnight. A spirited fight by Tolu Agunbiande, but he walks away with another loss as Dan Tran wins by KO in the 5th. We have more great fights, including our main event with middleweight contender Carson Jones coming up.